like one product and one add to cart. But I want to make sure this is going to work for those all three products, three add to carts. So to make it reusable for these three controls, I just added buffers and pass that inner text and index within the text case layer.
Okay.
Like add to code at the time of discussing indexing, add to code index mechanism. How to handle this indexing value dynamically. I just explained one buffers concept, right? Are you guys remember?
Can you come again, Anusha?
So in previous classes, I explained one scenario like handling duplicate values, add to code only, same add to code.
Yeah.
The scanning mechanism is index mechanism.
Hmm.
That time I just
Yes.
give an example very clearly. If you want to make that index number as a dynamic or user selected one, then create buffers here. Pass that index value within a test case level.
Okay. Okay, Anusha.
Mm.
And my second question is like how we are giving buffer here. Can we give the same buffer name on access scan for the inner text here? We selected the proper product here, and in inner text, can we give a buffer name like how we have given for the property like this? Um, can we give
Yeah, within the scanning window also you can update.
here?
Okay. One
Okay,
thing you
okay.
can rename this inner text value at the time. If you do at the scanning level, what happens, it it show you the selected item is not unique because of that buffer name.
Even
Understand?
the product also.
Yes, even the product and add
Okay.
to cart also. Because
Oh,
this product is uniquely identified with this inner text, right? But now what
hmm.
we are doing, we are just passing this inner text into a dynamic approach using a buffers.
Okay. Okay. So this product will also will not identify it uniquely, so that we
This is
can
also not yet
rename
in.
whatever.
Go ahead. I'll tell you.
So whatever the name we want to keep, we can keep that name in the buffer, and we can call, and we have to use the same buffer name for all the products. Am I right,
Yeah.
Anusha?
Use same buffer for all the products within a test case level. Hmm?
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. So here
Here
are.
you have here whatever the value we gave for buffer, those will be reflected in the properties of a module attributes.
Yes.
Here, what? Okay. I don't understand why you have buffered this product name. We already buffered this these two. Why you have buffered this? I did not understand, Anusha.
I'm just checking that the product name which I passed and what other thing is there in the web, both are same one. That is the reason I buffered. If you don't want to buffer, you can perform a click operation also, or you can do a verification also. Anything is fine, right?
Okay, okay.
See, we are just applying some logic here. Why
Hmm.
means we cannot perform any action without performing what I'm doing. I'm just buffering the product name.
Okay.
Mm.
Except that there is no much use with this buffer, right?
Yeah, you can use verification also. Instead of buffers directly, you can call the B of prod and use action mode as verify.
Hmm.
Or click on this product and then click on add to cart. You can do any activity here. Okay. This
Okay,
is not
Anusha.
like that must you have to go with the same approach. Just understand what exactly happening here. That's it. Mm.
Okay. This is one more screenshot for the same question.
Now you
I have written.
cleared with the taboo question, right? Scroll up.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Then
What I
what is it?
understood is what I understood is instead of buffering this, we can also verify, or we can also wait till the um, um, uh, product name is displayed like that, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the this is a lengthy question, but I think like this is not useful.
Okay, one second. I want to implement logic to click on add to cart button for a particular product. Okay. Scan window selected product identified uniquely. Okay. And the add to cart button is also same product was not identified uniquely. Okay. Now making the product as an anchor, I made the add to cart to get identified uniquely while creating module. Okay, just taking the help of product name to make add to cart as unique, right?
Yes.
Now I change the inner text property of product B of product name. Where is the text case I created before the name buffer with the name product? Okay. So without adding constraint index, I run the test case. Yes, you can run the test case because you are just taking a reference of the product name. Okay. So here
Okay.
three types of scanning mechanisms spread. One is directly identify the product using tag and inner text. That is direct approach. Okay. And a static approach, that is. Dynamic approach is scan the product name using tag and inner text and update the product name inner text into buffer name and pass that buffer name into test case level. This is the dynamic approach. Okay.
Okay.
So, what are the question you just written here? Based on this, your product is unique using inner text and tag. You are just taking product reference to make the add to card as unique. Obviously, you can do that. Okay. And even inner text also you can pass within the test case level. That is possible. So the constraint index, it is always add whenever you choose identify by index mechanism. Okay, you cannot add it manually. Sometimes we used to do, but instead of adding this constraint index, without constraint also you can run using anchor. That is possible. Okay,
Okay.
now add constraint index equal to 1 or in the test case, the first product is added 3 times.
Actually, I created one more folder within the test case, and for repeat, I have given in properties, I have given number 3 for repetition.
Okay,
And I have given in the buffer, I have specified like product underscore one product for that
the thing
buffer
is
name. I
here,
gave. Mm,
the first point is here. If you are using repetition, okay, repetition
mm.
function, are you able to see this is the function? Within the curly braces, you just mentioned. So this repetition function, it always looks the parent repetition. Parent
Okay,
repetition. Okay. You just mentioned this repetition function at constant index. Where exactly this constant it is located? Within the
um,
module level.
module attribute.
So in
Yeah.
the module level, there is no parent repetition. Obviously, it's given error message. What is mean by
Okay.
parent repetition? Scroll down. Within this document, could you please scroll down? Not this one. Scroll up. I think above scenario you already added one screenshot.
Hmm.
If you see here, stay here. If you see here, the highlighted red color box level, are you guys able to see the product underscore repetition?
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
The product underscore repetition, it has a parent level repetition. What is parent level repetition? In the above folder, these 2 steps are added inside the folder, right? Added 3 items to the cart, the folder name. In that folder, the
Yeah.
repetition it's already given. Okay. What
Okay.
repetition you mentioned into this folder level, based on that, this repetition function works. Am I clear?
Okay. Yes, I'm sure.
Based on that, this repetition function works. If you are directly giving this repetition at module level, there is no parent repetition. Obviously, it's given error message. Clear?
Okay, okay.
So, team, these all
Um,
are the challenges. Please listen carefully, everyone. Okay. Yes, Prem. Then what is your next question?
in the for the same only in constraint index, I have given a repetition. So Tosca is throwing an error saying
Yeah,
multiple
that
products
is
are
what I said right now. That is a point I discussed with you right now. Adding constraint index, it is a module attribute level property. Repetition, it's not recommended to add into the module property because it always look for the parent repetition. Okay.
Mhm.
Scroll down.
Yes, Anusha. Whatever the error you told, I got at this point.
Exactly, that will give you because there is no parent level. Obviously, it's given error.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Your next question is
is
it
it
possible to find the number of products on the web page? So what we can give the name, same
so that
number
we
in the
can give the
properties
same
of
number?
repetition folder. Okay. The first thing is here. Okay. The product names. The product names. Which property is common for all products? The same property. It is a it is a tag. Correct?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The tag is common. So what is the tag here? Hyperlink. Yes or no?
Hmm.
What is the
Hmm.
tag here? Hyperlink.
Hyper.
So if you're using hyperlink to get the count, what happens? Within the web page, totally how many hyperlinks are there? It get the entire count of all hyperlinks.
Okay.
Okay. If you want specifically the product names, so if you choose, let us assume you just identified one product with inner text and tag. Let us assume. Okay. If you take a count of that product with inner text and tag, so what is the count? Only one, because that product is uniquely identified with the inner text and a tag. This point
Yeah,
clear?
correct. Yes, yes.
Now, again, you are using for the product point of view inner text and tag, but you used a buffers at module level. Like inner text level, you added one buffer and constraint index level. So let us assume only the product point of view. I'll tell you. In the
Hmm.
product inner text, you just have added one buffer. Even if you add the buffer, it always check for the inner text of the values correct.
Hmm.
So based on the inner text, you might get the outcome of the all products, but otherwise the another possible way is here, use the hyperlink property to get the count of all product names. Clear?
Okay. So whatever the property we have in common, using that we can get the
Get
number.
the count.
That is what. Uh,
Mm.
okay, Anush, I will try that.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. I have I created one test case. I will show you at the end of the session. I have to open the Tosca, no, so it will take a couple of minutes time. So
That's fine. That's fine.
huh?
So team,
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone
Anusha.
clear with questions, right? All of you?
Yeah, Anusha, if you don't mind, I have one small request for you. So, if we have any doubt sessions, better we can have it end of this in our Saturday session because of it's almost near to 8:30. So,
Yeah.
just don't mind. Okay. Yeah, am I clear, Anusha?
Yes, yes. Obviously, I'll take it Saturday only. So I just before joining everyone, I just want to discuss some of the
Yeah,
doubts
because of
that
it's almost 8:30 and 9 o'clock we are shutting down.
I'm not
So,
sure because the number of doubts are added more. Probably I'll discuss at Saturdays only, not every day.
yeah,
Sure.
please.
Okay. Um, everyone able to see my screen now? Team,
Yes, Anusha.
please confirm me. Okay.
Yes.
So the table operations yesterday I discussed with you. Is anyone practiced on this?
Yeah, Anusha.
Just do practice. If you have any questions, we discuss into a Saturdays. Okay. Now I'm just opening the Tosca commander. So team, yesterday I started explanation of this Excel operations. Okay. In this Excel operations team, we used to create Excel data, Excel operations like a creating of Excel files, opening of Excel files, create some sheets inside the Excel and enter some data inside the Excel. Everything we achieve with the standard modules, and except the standard modules execution flow, it always happen hidden like headless. You are not able to see execution flow, but you have to check the Excel file manually. I'll just tell you this few more scenarios in this Excel file. It's already open. Let's make it as a separate window. Come back to here. Do checkout. If you see the yesterday's execution flow team, I already created one Excel file. So while creating Excel file, two things are very mandatory. The first thing is open Excel workbook and second one is close Excel workbook. Even if you are doing any activities like enter data or retrieve data or update data, any activities, make sure you have to define within these two, in between these two on. Okay. I created one Excel file here. Now let me open one Excel file now. So what Excel file is created yesterday? Let me open it. To open the Excel file, simply you can use here same Excel workbook name and the path of the workbook. Just delete this create new option, because right now we are opening the Excel file which is already exist in our local system. But if you run this particular scenario team, you are not able to see that Excel execution flow, like opening of Excel, closing of Excel, because each and every execution, it happens in a backend. Okay. So it is stating like the execution is successfully completed, open activity is completed. Okay, this is the way we use to open the Excel files. Now, let us coming to the standard module subset here. In a standard module subset, go to the Excel standard modules team. In an Excel standard module, you can see create Excel worksheet. Just come back. I'm just create another folder to create Excel worksheet. Rename this one to create Excel worksheet. So drag and drop this module, standard module, to create Excel worksheet and drop here. Keep this particular one in between open and close. Okay. The open one is an Excel team. It is a workbook name. Path is this one. This is mandatory, and worksheet name keep inside this open, close, middle. Okay. Enter your workbook name. So Excel info is our workbook name. Just mention here and enter worksheet name. I'm just entering worksheet name data underscore one. And order of this worksheet, I just want to keep this particular worksheet. It's always been a first one. Now, if we run this tip, Directly, it open the Excel in the backend and it create the Excel worksheet and then it close the Excel worksheet. Everything is happened within fraction of seconds. If you want to check this Excel worksheet is created exactly or not, just open this Excel file manually. How to open this Excel file? Go to the folder and info Excel file, just Excel underscore info file. If you see the status of this info file here in the backend, so see here, the file is opened. I just opened manually to check the Excel sheet is created or not. This is the Excel sheet. It's already created. If you want to create another sheet also, just go back to your Excel workbook and create another sheet. So I just want to run this particular one. Create one more Excel worksheet like NOP data or table data, or let's make it as a table data. NOP cart table. So I'm just using NOP cart is the name of the worksheet. If you run this particular script, it create the NOP sheet. But here note point is here. Whenever you are running Excel operations, don't open that Excel file in your system. Here what happened, I just opened the Excel file. But if you see in the back end, when Tosca is trying to open this Excel in the back end, it is not able to open because it is giving an error message like your file is currently in a use. Okay. So the main and note point is here. To avoid this error message, don't open Excel workbook at the time of execution. So that means before execution, please check Excel workbook is opened or not. If open, directly you can close that. If not, keep it as it is. But if Excel is open in the back end, then what happens? Obviously, it's given error message like currently in a use. What Excel is Tosca is trying to open in the back end, it is currently in a use. So to avoid this error, let's close this Excel file. I'm just closing manually. Then go here and run the script again. Go to the test case section, select run in Scratch. So see here, the Excel NOP cart is created. After execution, do cross-check and open the Excel file manually and verify the NOP cart Excel worksheet is created or not. Are you guys able to see NOP cart Excel sheet is created? Created. Data 1 is also created. Okay. So here we are doing some activities manually. What are those activities we are doing manually?
Verifying.
To verify the Excel data, what exactly we are doing? We are just opening the Excel workbook. We are just open Excel and then verifying the data is validated or not. After that, what exactly we are doing? Close the Excel before execution. These things we are doing manually, right? Yes, Tim. So can we handle this manual interaction with automation? Yes. Can we handle this one manual interaction with automation? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. How to do that? Just create one reusable blocks for that. This thing is quite common. What I'll do within the main test case level, I'll create one library. In the library, I'll add one reusable block. Keep here. Right click, add one reusable block. Archive. Open Excel. Okay. So this one is here. So what purpose we are just opening the Excel here? For validation, verification purpose. We are just verifying the data is populated or not. So one more point here. So what is the standard module we use to open the Excel files? Tell me. Which is standard modules we use? T-box start program. So can I use T-box start program to open the file team? Yes, you can. Okay. Just take the path of the file where exactly it is located. This is the path of the file. Just take a copy of this path. Go here and a standard module level. Just mention the directory where exactly your file is located. And cut this one. And in arguments level, just pass the application argument, file name as argument. Then what about path? This path is nothing but within your system where exactly this Excel file is located. You have to go to that file location and then capture the properties of this Excel. That is the path. Just go to here, the properties pane, copy this entire Excel exe path. Go to Tosca, mention here. So what exactly it do? It just open the Excel workbook. Okay. So here team, I do want one more Excel standard module also. Close Excel. Before execution. So these two standard module related to Excel file team, that is physically we are opening the window and then we are closing the window. So I'm just taking basic window operations here. Basic window operations. The caption of this file is file name. What is the caption? Excel_info. Let me make it Excel star and operation should be close. I'm just closing this one. Okay. Now, so what I'll do now, here, enter data into Excel. So initially I'll enter the data. Later I'll tell you how to enter the data and all. Now here, team, the first step is opening. But before execution, we just make sure the Excel should be closed. Okay. And here I'm just closing the Excel before performing an Excel operation. Next part. So the last one is after completion of the Excel, we have to open the Excel. I'm just adding two reusable blocks. I'm just avoiding here manual interaction every time closing manual Excel workbook, opening Excel workbook. In between, already one Excel worksheet is created. If you go back to here, define the range of Excel and then do the development. I'm just adding define range and manipulate Excel range. These two are the primary modules team. So the purpose of these two modules here, we're just defining the range within the Excel level, what exactly the range we should use here, either this range or this range or this range. Okay. So workbook name, just define your workbook name. Mention here, this is your workbook name. The worksheet name also, it's already created. I'm just taking the same worksheet name. And here, just enter the name of the variable. I'm just creating some A variable. If you go to the data range, just mention the starting cell and ending cell. In this Excel file, I just want to utilize up to here only. Up to here. So what is the starting cell and the ending cell for this particular range? What is the starting cell? A1. What is the ending cell here?
E9.
F9. F9. Okay, see, the range is here. If you don't want that particular range, you can go and pick any other ranges. So what ranges you guys are selected, based on that, you have to define the range. Because this Excel is also having a number of rows and columns. Initially, I'm just taking here A1 to F9. 10. Okay, I'm just taking initially 10 rows. So worksheet, it's already created, not required. Just delete this one. Now, if you see here in this logic, what is happening? This is the Excel workbook name, and this is the worksheet name, and this is the range name. So in the starting cell, you can see the range we already defined. What are the range you just added here? This range is added to this particular variable. This range is added to this range name. So in a data table level, in a manipulate range level, you can call the name of the range name. The range name is A. A is holding a data range like A1 to F10. Now you can see here, it is a data table. In this data table, if you see the same flows, the number of rows and column approaches. Initially in Excel, there is no data. So what I'll do, I'll just create one header data, dollar header. I'm just initially creating one header one, $1, and then $2. And here I'm just taking $3, $4. Okay. The first name of the header is here. I'll make it as a ID. Okay. Action mode is input. We are just entering the data to the table. Just make sure you have to pick action mode as an input here. Just click on this down arrow, use action mode as input. Coming to here, name, and use action mode as a input. Coming to here, $3, and I'm just using here phone number and use action mode as a input. And in the repetition level, just use here location, the last one. I'm just using action mode as a input. So see here, what are the names I mentioned here? ID, name, phone, and location. These all are the header of the table. The first row, I'm just adding it as a header. The first row, it is a header. Once you add this as a header, then enter the data. So I'm just copying and pasting here. Just rename this one to $header to $1. Once you enter the $1, the ID number team, I'm just generating ID number R&D of some 3-digit ID number. Okay. So either 4-digit or 2-digit or 3-digit. I'm just taking 2-digit initially. Now, so the name team, you can enter any name here. I'm just entering the first record to the table. Okay. One minute. This one is start. So like this, you have to enter the data like R&D or name. Otherwise, you can keep it as it is and try to run the scenario. But Tim, wait for one more minute because I'm not able to do any action on Tosca. Probably it is stuck back in. I'm just giving some records here, Anusha. And here I'm just adding some 10-digit of mobile number. And here I'm just adding location as a Hyderabad. Now, so I'm just running this one. So see here, initially I'm just closing the Excel if open, and Excel file defined range. I just take the some date range here. After that, within the range, I'm just passing one header row and one first row of the table, then closing the Excel workbook. Once it is closed, I'm just asking Tosca to open the Excel workbook for verification purpose. Okay. Just select all these things together and run in Scratchbook. See, the Excel is closed automatically. What Excel I just added into the open in the system. Once execution is completed, you can able to see the Excel file is also opening here. If you see the Excel file, are you guys able to see? The first row of the table is created. This is the header row, and even the first record is also entered successfully. Clear, all of you? Team?
Yes, Anusha.
Good.
Can we give alignment also?
Yeah, you can. So right now I just entered only one set of data. If you want to enter more than one set of data, like any random data or a dynamic data, so I'm just using insert random data into an Excel file. So I'm just creating one subfolder inside this, little bit up, and add this manipulate range into inside this team. I'm just adding insert 10 records, insert 10 records. So based on the range, you have to provide that range number here, team, directly. Here you can see I'm just using directly a repetition. Why I'm using repetition function? In the insert 10 record level, I already use the number of records here. Like I'm just using here 10 records. I'm just using here, it is a 10 records. If you come here, this is the dollar repetition, and enter the name of the number. I'm just taking here random regex of the person name. So inside this double quotes, just use capital A to Z and then small a to Z. I'm just giving some 5-digit of person name. The similar way, mobile number, I'm just using R&D of 10-digit of mobile number. So the location point of view right now, I'm just taking USA or UK or India, anything you can get. Now, so here I just asked Tosca to run 10 times team, 10 times. So if it is more than range of the Excel, so here I just defined the range is 1 to 10. So out of 1 to 10, the first row is the header. Obviously, totally how many rows are left here? Only 9 rows are left. But in the repetition section, I just inserted as a 10. What happens? So probably it's given error message to us. So this Excel is open. Now it is closed automatically. Then it is performing the rest of the test steps execution in the backend. So here team, it is giving an error message. It is giving an error message. So the error message is here. It successfully inserted almost 9 records. But here, while trying to insert the 10th row, it is not possible because it is out of the range. It is out of the range. So that is the reason it is giving an error message like the 10th row, finding a row 10 with a header row set is one is not possible. No such row is exist. Please make sure if the row fits your defined range. So do cross check your defined range here. Okay. I'm just modifying my range here to 20. Let's do a run now. The close operation is not identified. Why close is not working right now? Because the Excel is not open. So see here, team, if you want to make sure this reusable is going to work for both the cases. If open, it close. If not, it has to do nothing, right? That time we can use some if conditions over here to close the browser level. I'm just using one if condition here. Before performing a close action, I'm just verifying this Excel file is exist or not. Same window operation only I'm just taking, but instead of closing directly, I'm just doing verification of window existence. If window is exist, then close it. If not, no need to do any action. So the conditional statement, what it does, so if Excel is opened, it close that. If not, it won't give any error message. Directly it continue with the execution flows. Okay. Just come here, run in Scratchbook now. So see here, the data is executed successfully, team, and even the Excel file is also open. You can check here. The total number of rows are inserted 10. These are the 2 digit of the ID, and here these all are the names. And here the first phone numbers and the locations is also added successfully. This is the way we used to insert the data. So right now I just explained to you how to insert the data. If you want to retrieve that data back to your Tosca, so what are the data here? It is there. If you want to retrieve that data back, use the same flows only, like the defined range, everything is same. Instead of going with the in the manipulate Excel range level, just delete everything. So which records you want to extract? For example, I just want to update this person related location. I just want to update this person related location. So what I'll do? So if you don't know the row number, right, simply you can use person name and which column it is. It is a name column. Okay. And make it action mode as a constant. And once it is constant, go with the location. If you know name of the column, directly you can use the name of the column here. In the location level, just enter the location as a India and action mode is insert. We are just inserting the data. Okay. And I want to buffer this person related ID also. Then use here ID column and then use here action mode as a buffer. So we are just buffering one person related action mode. So one thing, we are just finding the specific record from the Excel, and second thing, we are updating the value, the location value of this particular record, and later we are buffering the ID of that particular person. So here, instead of inserting our data, let's modify the product, verify the person details. We are just verifying the person details and then we are buffering the person details as well. So every activities and every actions we used to do within the data table only. See here, the script is executed successfully. If you see here, this is the person, this person record is identified, and even the ID of this person is also 60. The ID of this person is also 60. Even Excel is also open. Here you can see the person record is updated with the India. The location is also updated. So within the Excel level, if you want to find a specific record, again, you can use the constraint combination only. Clear? You can take the row number, you can take the row count, column count. All these things are possible because it is a data table. What are the table operations we just perform? Same table operations you can perform on this data table as well. Clarity? All of you? So will you able to do practice up to here?
Yes, sure.
Please do complete, okay? So 2 more standard modules are there. Those are very simple, like deleting Excel worksheets. What are the worksheets you created unnecessarily? You can delete that. Updating the Excel worksheet names. So if you want to update the Excel worksheet name, you can do that. Clearing of the range, like entire range level, the deleting of the content, the deleting of the formats. If any hyperlinks are there, to delete those hyperlinks, outlines, use clear Excel range. The last one is one-to-one comparison, and macros is also a possibility. In Excel workbook level, if you have any macro file, just enter that macro file and it run that macro files as well. Okay. So these standard modules are pending. So probably I'll explain tomorrow. So Tim, if you have any doubts kind of thing, just make a note. We'll discuss in Saturday session. Okay. Any question?
So Anusha, one request. Can you have this doubt session on Monday, and can you conduct a class on Saturday? Why? Because I'm traveling to some other city on Saturday, so I will not be able to attend the session on Saturday. So
Mm. Basically, this is the flow and process frame. Okay. The team, it is very clear. The Saturday, it's a weekend for most of the people. So that is the reason the doubt session is conducted for the Saturdays. Okay. Just make adjustable over time. Otherwise, I'll change the slot of doubt session like early morning 7 or 8 like that. Okay.
um, actually on
See,
Saturday I
but
will not be
changing is
available.
not possible. The timings change is not possible. Okay. So Monday to Friday, as I said at a demo session level, Monday to Friday, it is only a regular classes. Saturday at a doubt session, what you have, we discussed that. And if you think like the 9 a.m. is too long, I'll just take feedback from each and every member from the team. Accordingly, I can decide and I'll tell you the time slots. Okay.
Actually, for this weekend only, I'm asking for one day. Can we have class on Saturday and doubt session on Monday?
Now, sure. I'll just check with them. Okay.
No.
Team, any other things? No, right? So what points I discussed in Excel operations today, please do practice those things, team. Thanks to you all. Bye-bye.
Yeah,